This is absolutely perfect for the New York Knicks, as with NBA free agency beginning in just a few hours from now, the New York Knicks are interested in multiple players that fit team needs and that show they are on the right track to going about free agency the correct way, as we also get a bit of a look into seeing what the Knicks are going to be doing with their team next season as well in regards to lineups and rotations, and we're going to break all that down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. If you guys are part of that 69% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe. We got daily videos like this. We're having a bunch of fun on the channel. You do not want to miss out on all that great Knicks content. But let's jump into the video. There is a lot to go over as, well, it's been quick already. We are seeing multiple targets for Leon Rose's New York Knicks squad. As we know, the Knicks are going to be aggressive in free agency. They are not going to take anything for granted. They understand that they are pretty limited with that second apron being close by. However, there are moves that this team desperately needs to make in order to continue to build an NBA Finals contender, and we have multiple updates regarding that. Now, it was revealed that from Michael Scotto that Landry Shamut is expected to draw interest from several contending teams seeking guard depth and shooting. The Knicks have interest and have also expressed that interest in re-signing Shamut. Over the season, Landry Shamut he played very well for the Knicks. He had 5.7 points per game, 1 rebound, shot 40% from the field and 40% from 3 and 46% from the field, shooting nearly 47% on corner threes. The man was absolutely phenomenal. He's a quick trigger shooter and was really helpful for the Knicks for a long stretch of time with this team. I love Landry Shamut as a player, and I do desperately want the Knicks to keep him. I think he's so obviously great bench depth for this team to have. Can easily be in a rotation on a team that's going to the finals. I mean, he was good in the Eastern Conference Finals for the Knicks. There was moments when we needed Landry Shamut in the game more. There were fans chanting Landry Shamut's name throughout the entire game. I mean, when the Knicks were moving on, the fans started chanting Landry Shamut. He was getting all that love from Knicks fans. Now, this is where things get a bit difficult, though, in regards to Shamut. The man is going to get interest from other teams. The Knicks, they're probably not going to be willing to offer anything more than a minimum contract. So if another contending team offers him that mid-level exception, it is likely that we see Shamut leave the Knicks, and that is going to sting because it's not easy to find a shooter. The Knicks did not go for a shooter in the draft at all. They didn't go and get Kobe Bryant, so they need someone who's a knockdown shooter. Shamut's not the only one here in free agency. There is Luke Kennard out there as well. There's a few other guys who are laser shooters. But if you can get an elite shooter like Shamut, who's just such a positive impact player for this team and clearly is loved by his teammates, has been in multiple winning situations, I feel like it's such a no-brainer to go after Shamut here. If you lose him, you should go for Seth Curry on a minimum deal. I know he doesn't play defense, but still, he just had the highest three-point percentage in the NBA last season, and the Knicks desperately need elite shooting on this bench. So it would be super helpful for them to target that. They need more shooters. There's no doubt about it. They just need more three-point shooters. So you try and re-sign Landry Shamut. I would love to see this work out. Now, Shamut was great in the conference finals for the Knicks. He put up around 6 points per game with 2 assists. He shot 50% from the field and 54% from 3. Landry Shamut was doing his thing. So I want to see Shamut continue to play well for this Knicks team. I want to continue to see him play in this Knicks rotation. And if the Knicks do hire an offensive-minded coach that uses more bench depth like they're expected to do so, Shamut will have a consistent role in the rotation with the Knicks, and that's going to be hard for Shamut to pass up, especially a guy who's been a journeyman for most of his career. He does have a chance to sort of settle down for a little bit with this Knicks team, with a team that likes him, with fans that love him. I would not be shocked if the Knicks go about bringing Landry Shamut back to this team. It's just a matter of if other teams are going to be willing to be paying more money. Now, we know the Knicks have some decent center depth with Mitchell Robinson and Karl-Anthony Towns. As the days go by, it seems more and more likely like Mitchell Robinson is not going to be traded off the Knicks, which, just for the record, I am happy about. I know I mentioned that Mitch might get traded a lot because reasonably there's a chance. He's on an expiring contract. That's always possible. The Knicks move a guy on an expiring contract when they're not sure what his value is going to be moving forwards and if they want to pay an injury-prone guy. That's why I've mentioned that. Now, in the playoffs, Mitchell Robinson appeared in all 18 games for them. He put up 5 points. He put up 7 rebounds. He blocked a shot per game, got a steal per game, shot 61% from the field, and also pulled down nearly 4 offensive rebounds a night. Mitchell Robinson is not replaceable. However, having insurance for Mitch is not going to hurt anyone. And on top of that, Also, if you're going to continue to see Mitchell Robinson as a starter, if the Knicks are going to run next season, Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Mitchell Robinson, they likely will look for more big man depth. We're back, baby. We are so back. If you guys have been subscribed to the channel for around 6 months or so, you would know that I am a massive Nick Richards fan. And when he got traded to the Suns, I was very upset because I wanted Nick Richards on the Knicks very badly. But here we go. As Michael Scotto mentioned, after trading for Charlotte Hornets center Mark Williams and drafting Kamen Malawach with the 10th overall pick in the 2025 NBA draft, Phoenix Suns center Nick Richards is a trade candidate to monitor. Richards has $5 million non-guaranteed on his salary for the 2025-26 season and is expected to be guaranteed by the Suns, which will give them the ability to trade him. Richards has drawn trade interest from several teams, including the New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Obviously, the Lakers need a center. The Pacers do want more center depth outside of Miles Turner, who is going to get brought back on an extension. And then also the Knicks, who, if they continue to start Mitchell Robinson, are definitely going to need more center depth. Nick Richards is a native New Yorker. He has been very good throughout his career thus far, and I have been a big fan of Nick Richards since he entered the NBA. I would love to see him find his way to the Knicks. Richards last season put up 9 points per game, 8 rebounds, got an assist, got a block, shot 59% from the field, but the advanced numbers were not great. He jumps too often at stuff, and look, the Knicks are still going to have big man coach Mark Bryant on their bench next season, most likely, and as long as Mark Bryant is there, they're still going to have that big man guru helping out Nick Richards a ton. There's a ton of photos of Mitchell Robinson sitting with Mark Bryant, and we know that if this happens, if you go out and you get Nick Richards, we're going to see the Knicks work with him heavily to try to clean up some of those things. Now, not having Tibbs is going to be an issue there. Tibbs is an excellent big man coach as well. But you still have Mark Bryant. You still have a lot of the core of this coaching staff that has developed big men quite well. And I know a lot of people are going to have a reaction that's totally understandable, thinking, oh, well, what if we do get Nick Richards, though? What happens to Ariel Hukporti? And it's a fair question. It's a fair thing to be sort of like, I want to see Hukporti play. That's very, very fair, and I'm not going to argue with that. I don't think the Knicks should force their way to Nick Richards by any means, because I do want to see Ariel Hukporti get minutes. But knowing the Knicks, knowing the fact that they're a contending team, they probably wouldn't mind getting a little bit of more veteran insurance for Mitchell Robinson in case he does go down with another injury, on top of just adding more veteran big man depth to this team, especially because Mitch is not going to play 82 games. He's probably not going to play 60. So there's going to be games where Richards will be there. And Nick Richards has not always been the healthiest either. So there's still an outlet for Hukporti to get in there and play. But we're also just going to see how it works. It depends on who the Knicks hire as a head coach. Now, clearly, it seems like the Knicks won't be hiring a head coach before the playoffs begin. Let me just check my phone, make sure I'm not wrong about that one. There actually is some updates. But it's just that Jordan Clarkson is getting bought out of his contract with the Jazz, and that Russell Westbrook has emerged for a target as the Knicks. Well, looks like you guys are going to see a video on Russell Westbrook coming out soon with the Knicks. So make sure to tune into that. I got to go set that thing up. Guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Also, one quick thing, just for fun. Mitchell Robinson's good at basketball. That's all I got. Leon, I trust you in free agency. Get this thing done right. This will be interesting. Let's get ready. Have a great day, and go Knicks.